There is an ancient Chinese saying, a business needs dedication, guidance and consciousness of the master to reach its peak. Who are we to argue with the ancient wisdom? Thus, this online course is aimed at inspiring dedication, providing correct and effective guidance, and cultivating your consciousness to make it reach to a whole new level. The previous subsection was critical as it dealt with knowing the market. This subsection is aimed at knowing the target, whom to sell to, how to identify and draw in potential customers who buy, and everything else that you will ever need to jump start your profits and your business. Harvard Business School has recently carried out a survey. It deals with the psychology of buyers. They have defined a model customer. They call this model Sally. Sally is average in every way. She loves coupons and discounts, and she generally tries to keep her kiddish demands in control. Sally is the customer you are most likely to encounter. The survey has thrown up results that are extremely useful. Harvard has come up with a table of the factors that can nudge Sally into buying a product from you. This survey was conducted for 5 important categories, and thankfully for us, fashion was one. The findings are explained here in the form of this chart. This is the pie chart of factors responsible for converting Sally where fashion goods are concerned. Aesthetic appeal, which is the highest, 45%. Discounts, 32%. Strategic positioning of offers, 13%. Location of shop, 6%. Last but not the least, window display and push sale, 4%. This is the review of the Harvard Business School model Sally. This chart can be your preliminary Bible when attracting customers. We will discuss each factor in detail and support our findings with case studies and research. So, how to engage and convert the ideal target? Let us have a close look at it. Here is the first factor. Aesthetic appeal, or also popularly known as visual effect. Beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder. We are fortunate to be a part of an industry where the aesthetics matter a lot. We can allow our creativity to blossom and instill life and beauty into ordinary mundane objects. In the movie The Confessions of a Shopaholic, the heroine shops for scarves with a retaliation because she wants to disregard the memories of her mother asking her to keep her throat warm with a bit of old jeans. We are human, and the bottom line is we seek pleasure. Scientists have proven without a shadow of doubt that beauty gives us unlimited joy. When we see something that is beautiful, multiple regions of our brain light up with synaptic activity. We experience everything from joy to desire to euphoria. And for us designers, it is the most potent tool in our kit to transfer Sally from prospect to customer. This is the only factor for which there is nothing cut and dried like ideal. You may be able to mold a 50-year-old businessman into a jewelry junkie if the pieces are beautiful enough and they touch the right chord, pleasing the wife. Thus, with the criteria aesthetic appeal, all the people you encounter have a 45% chance of becoming a potential customer. Moving forward, we will dedicate an entire session on aesthetic appeal and how to enhance your business with it. For now, we will discuss some tips that can help you create products or an ambience that is extremely inviting and beautiful. The first element of aesthetic appeal is symmetry. Here is the first example. Always pay attention to symmetry when creating a product. The recent trends may tell you otherwise, but keep in mind that clothes or accessories that are apparently random also follow a pattern. Our brain is hardwired to automatically seek patterns, and when it recognizes symmetry or a product, it can create a desire to acquire or buy the object. You can extend this concept to the store layout. Line up your products on either side of the showroom to create a mirror image effect. Let's take a look at the second example. Here's the second example, and here's the third logo and the third example for you to observe. You should be able to identify all three of them very easily. They belong to a multi-billion-dollar market, dominant soft drink brand, a leader in networking, and a cult figure rock band. The thing to take close note of is the fact that all the three logos are symmetrical in nature. Branding experts, in fact, recommend symmetrical logos, as people seem to identify more with such logos than with ones which do not possess an axis of symmetry. Since one of the image is repeated, the brain processes it faster than other images which are composed of completely new components. The same goes with clothes and accessories. If they are symmetrical, the brain automatically marks it as beautiful and appealing. The displayed two examples have been taken from the portfolio of two of my designer students who are taking the unique yet very natural idea of symmetry in beauty to the next level. You may experiment with symmetric colors too. The symmetric colors are harmonious with each other and appear soothing to the eye. The table can help create color palettes that are symmetric and appealing. So cyan with rose can be a winning combination, as can be green with magenta. The possibilities are endless. You need to restrict yourself to only symmetric components, but their inclusion can give your creations a scientifically proven winning edge. The second element of aesthetic appeal is the 99 mystery. This is really interesting. Why do you think sellers label something rupees 99 or 199, 299 or rupees 499? Why not take it one unit up and go for a nice round 100 or 500? It certainly will be easier to pay with a 100 rupee note. The sellers do something that is again the result of the studies of a Danish philosopher. It is called the 99 mystery. One simple reason is the fact that 99 is easier to process than 100. It has firstly two digits in place of 3, and then 2. The digit repeats itself. But if you believe that 88 or 77 will work fine, the reason is that the brain sees 9 as a number of action. It tells us to buy, run, fight and win. So automatically stuff that comes for 99 sells faster and more than stuff that comes for 88 or indeed 100. Don't believe us? Hear what Anisha Singh has to say. I started my own boutique in the Pali Hills area. You can very well imagine the setup cost was awful. I had a lot of expectations from the boutique. It was the fulfillment of a lifelong dream. But unfortunately, recession was hovering like a black cloud, and even the rich and the famous were thinking twice before buying a dress with a price tag of 20,000. I was very depressed when my husband came back from a tour with his friend. The gentleman was French and he wanted to take back a couple of sarees for his wife. I took him to my boutique and he was very impressed. He picked up quite a few dresses and before departing said something which translates into, "I didn't see any 9s around." I puzzled over what it meant and went online to research on the topic of 9. I found this great little article on the 99 mystery and decided to give it a shot. I can say the results were definitive. It works. The third element to aesthetic appeal is variety. We succeed on visual stimulation. The last tip we can offer on the subject of aesthetic appeal is variety. Include lots of different material, textures and colors in the shop. Do not overload the senses, but keep things different. A certain piece can be minimalistic, but overall the choices should spoil your plan. The emotional part of our brain encourages us to spend more time in a place where there is more variety. And frankly friends, variety is the spice of life. Let's have a visual look at all the three components that we just discussed and that which covers the major part of aesthetic appeal. Symmetry, the use of the 99 mystery, and last but not the least, variety. The second factor to engage and convert the ideal target is discounts. Yes, the mecca of sales, especially in India. But that may be a bit unfair. Discounts work their magic in any economy. The word discount means deduction of a certain amount from the net payable. But young entrepreneurs have come up with the word discount culture. This discount culture includes all means and techniques conceivable to attract sellers with free gifts, samples, and buy one get one free schemes. Do discounts work? Yes, they do. You just need to skim the section printed by Reuters to know for sure. US auto sales jumped to a 7-month high in March, led by a 41% surge at Toyota Motor Corp after the Japanese automaker offered the steepest discounts in its history to win back sales lost during its recent safety crisis. Here is worth noting that discounts were so successful in increasing sales volume that they did so despite the fact that a company had experienced a number of setbacks that tarnished its reputation and presumably its brand. There is one warning here. Discounts work fantastically well and can increase the volume of sales, but at the same time, discounts do bring down profitability. Offer moderate discounts when you set up your shop. Since clothes, accessories or apparel are non-perishable products, they can be displayed and sold till a particular item goes out of the trend. The smart thing to do is to follow the high fashion news and organize a clearance sale. Here you can tag ridiculous discount rates like 70% and encourage buyers to buy much more than what they intended to buy earlier. After all, some profit is better than no profit. This is what all big brands do. Don't be fooled by the term autumn sale or New Year sale. If it is selling at a dirt cheap price, chances are the expiry date of the trend is around the corner. Still, it is a great little tool and can help 32% of all potential window shoppers to bona fide clients. Here we will list a number of other practices that form the discount culture and work well. This works pretty much like a discount does for the buyers. Employee reward program or sales incentive programs for staff. Employee reward program. Let your salespeople know that the more they can push items out of the door, the more they can earn. If you're nervous about actually handing out cash as commission, start a rewards log. For every sale, award the employees say 2 points. At the end of the month, the points add up to a value and you can give that much discount on a particularly valued item that your employee has been eyeing for months. You don't need to give a cut out of your profit to the employees, but still you provide them with some incentive. Obviously, as you become successful, we advocate the good old commission program. Nothing works better than it. The next practice that form the discount culture is customers reward program. You can follow the same practice as you followed with the employees. Direct discounts are good and they work with both regular and off the street customers. But to make your steady clientele feel really special and to give them a solid reason to come back to you, the customer reward program takes the cake. There are many online sites like appthehome.com where you can custom create an application to keep tabs on customer reward points for as little as few $100 a month. The next practice that form the discount culture is buy one get one free. This somehow gives the same impression as the magical 50% off, but is much more profitable. The product you give away may be close to the purchased product in price, but here the choice of what to give for free is yours. You can give away items that you have been wishing to clear out for a really long time. It frees up inventory space and somehow makes customers more eager to buy. A recent survey carried out by Big Bazaar reported a hike in sales of over 20% when their एक के साथ एक free offer was on. एक के साथ एक free. Time for us to now have a close look at all the three components that we just discussed and that which covers the major part of discount head. Employee reward program, customer reward program, and buy one get one free. So these are the three major heads under the discount column. The third factor to engage and convert the ideal target is strategic positioning of offers. This is basically what can be termed as marketing in the layman's term. It isn't enough that you have to die for deals. You can only convert around 13% of all potential window shoppers or browsers with the correct positioning of advertisement. There are two ways in which this deal works. One, you position your offers and your products in a mall or a shopping center where you work on the fact that people come up with the idea of buying something and will buy your product if you can display its USP the best. This can be achieved with high quality designs and good graphics as well as a great tagline and an awesome deal. But the thing is, the competition is cutthroat. Unless you put up 3D banners, you are likely to be a part of a jumble. The next approach is desire generation. It needs more presence of mind and resourcefulness than design and visual appeal. In this approach, you position your banners in such a way that you can create a need to purchase the product. This case study will help you understand better what we are trying to convey. Miss Madhu Bhattar is a counseling expert who specializes in child psychology. She started her practice about 12 years ago, and back then the very idea that children may need counseling was frowned upon. She was struggling hard and was on the verge of misery. That was when she had a realization. She put up signboards advertising her services next to all the major coaching institutes in her area. The banner said, "Your child buckling under the pressure of multiple tuition classes and competitions. Contact Miss Madhu Bhattar to see the difference today." That did it. It packaged the concept of child psychology in terms parents could identify with and yielded 100% more results than a yellow pages or a just dial listing. It created a need where there was none. You can follow her idea with strategic placement of banners, boards, and even leaflet distribution. Identify a cultural hotspot of your target audience and place your advertisements there. You will convert more stylists into a customer this way than any other. Stand apart to stand competition. The fourth factor to engage and convert the ideal target is location of shop. This becomes really important if you are a member of the utilitarian industry. Thankfully, for whimsical fashion lovers, the location of shop is never the primary factor. The trends of the clothes and quality can take precedence over minor location-oriented discomforts. Still, 6% of fashionable stylists like to take into account where the shop is. So we will help you to decide on a stepwise plan of action to the perfect store location in our next training video. Also, we shall continue with the second part of this session in our next video. Till then, let's work together and achieve peace of mind, financial freedom, and a career for life. Thank you.